Who is that?
Is that your phone or is that your laptop?
It's neither. It's all on. It's all on silent. Maybe it was this. Maybe there's another phone there. Okay, it's fine.
I'll be out of the light.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. We go live.
Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? Welcome back to the Love in Dubai Daily Live, where we talk about the trending stories that everyone is talking about. Of course, COVID-19, the coronavirus, is taking a huge topic of conversation at the moment. We're going to be talking about the jump in numbers, which was announced yesterday, as well as the jump in recoveries. So there's been a lot of confirmed cases. There's also been more recoveries, which I think is reassurance to everyone. We'll also be talking about Skype for Business. Etisalat has announced its own version. This is huge news for businesses who may be kind of considering the prospects of working remotely. And also a video that's going viral on TikTok because it's teaching you how to do traditional handshakes, I'll get there, traditional handshakes without actually shaking people's hands or, touching noses or cheeks. But we'll get to that. So the first story, of course, I think a lot of you are going to tune in. You want the latest coronavirus updates. This came from the Ministry of Health and Prevention yesterday on Twitter. The total number of COVID-19 cases in the UAE has jumped to 59. So on Monday, the UAE recorded 14 new cases, bringing the total to 59. The MOHAP said that the cases include 4 Emiratis, 3 Italians, 2 Bangladeshis, 2 Nepalese, an Indian and a Syrian. All of the cases were recovered through continuous discovery were confirmed through continuous discovery and investigation. A lot of cases are being isolated, and they want you to be aware that there's a lot of kind of health checks and border checks to ensure that the UAE is following international best practices. They're also isolating the confirmed and suspected cases, which I think will be a reassurance to many. And as well as that, so yes, the numbers did jump to 59. However, the number of recoveries has also jumped. So jumping from 7 to 12. Which is great news as well. So this was all recorded by the Ministry of Health and Prevention, and we're constantly saying, and they are also constantly saying, please don't read everything, don't believe everything you see in WhatsApp groups. There's a lot of misinformation being shared. Something really cool that also came out yesterday was Seha, which is the Abu Dhabi health provider. They have kind of launched this WhatsApp number that you can get in touch with if you have any queries, which I think is amazing because I don't know if you have a throat tickle or if you're just feeling feverish, because I think if we talk about fever, it can make you a little bit paranoid. Does that happen to you, Trey?
Yeah.
No.
I feel a little paranoid.
Well, as in, I think we're all obviously being very careful. We're all being very cautious with our hand sanitizing. And what do you do if you have any queries related to the virus? So actually you can just jump onto this WhatsApp number. And personally, I love the fact that it's a messaging rather than a phone call, because I think with phone calls, maybe if you're put on hold and you don't know how long you'll be waiting. But with a WhatsApp, you just send out your message and you'll get a response. I'll put the number in the comments below after we've gone live. But this is the Abu Dhabi Health Services providing it, which I think is very cool. It means you're getting your information straight to your phone and it's a response to your direct message. And also on top of that, what they've done here in Dubai is the ministry have created this kind of mini documentary series, and they released the first episode yesterday. And it's basically giving us all an overview of the virus, because we're all reading.
What's that? That's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. So it was just released on. Thank you for being interested. It was just released on the Twitter account of the MOHAP yesterday. An overview of the virus. It was the first episode. It's basically someone explaining the key messages they're trying to get across is 1, don't believe everything you read, get your information from official sources. 2, avoid greetings, which we're going to talk about in a second. Avoid all our traditional greetings like handshakes. It's okay to not want to shake someone's hand at the moment. And also the final one is it also explains the virus. So it kind of explains the differences between previous epidemics such as SARS and MERS, and what the coronavirus COVID-19 actually is, who it can affect. And it's just 2 minutes long, very informative, and there'll be more to come.
Well, that's actually very interesting.
It is pretty cool, and I think it's nice to, for some people, you don't want to read 3 or 4 pages. Maybe our attention spans aren't what they used to be. You'll see a block of text. However, because it's in video format and it's got all the information, it's a very cool way to get your coronavirus updates from the people that know what they're talking about.
Plus, hundreds of sources right now, so it's good to have a definite source.
Exactly. There's so much information going around, so much being shared, and we've talked a lot about the different types of fake news that we've heard, which there's no point going back into now. But at least that you know the MOHAP, Dubai Health Authority, also are giving you the information. We'll move on to our next story. It's also a little bit COVID-19 related. People are facing the prospect of working from home, and if that's the case, will productivity stop? Will business stop? Well, hopefully the answer is no. So what Etisalat have done is they have just announced free access to its version of Skype Business, although they probably wouldn't want to call it that. It's called Cloud Talk. It's called Cloud Talk Meeting. So basically it allows you to video call from home, which is what everyone needs. It's its version of Skype Business. And as we face the prospect of working from home, this aims to boost business productivity, and the news will be music to the ears of employers who want to ensure that we continue the same pace if we have to work from home. So it's a secure online business platform. It enables you to work from any device, any location in the UAE. And yes, video calls, conference calls, group messaging, whiteboard options are all available. So I think video calls are kind of the key for people here. Will you be able to get in touch? Will you be able to do meetings if you're at home? And with this you can. And the very best bit is that it's free for 3 months, which is cool.
It's really nice how local companies are aware of the situation and they want to help out and providing services like these for businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really, they want to boost the economy, even though we're in a sort of a turmoil. But yeah,
100%. Chai saying it's great that local businesses want to ensure that we continue kind of boosting economy at the moment. And I think it's interesting because yesterday we had a conversation about a local Emirati commenter, Sultan Al Qasemi, and he had suggested that now would be a time to unblock VoIP calls. So this, of course, isn't for everyone, but this is a step towards that.
Yes, definitely.
It's definitely a step towards it, which is amazing. So I think businesses can we can relax a little bit if your employees will have to work from home. By the way, are you guys working from home? Have your businesses taken that step yet? I'd love to know. We're working full capacity here. At the moment, we haven't seen any reason to, but I think a lot of businesses are preparing for that. So you need to kind of get your ducks in a row just in case. I think that's kind of following exactly what the examples of the UAE are doing and just preparing. So that's what we're doing.
It's good to be prepared.
It's good to be prepared. Sanitizer all day. And moving on to our...
Let me sanitize my hands.
Moving on to our final story. Yes, this is another COVID story, but it's also more of a kind of a light way to talk about it. So people are avoiding handshakes, and the foot shake explainer has over 33 million views on TikTok. I always get confused between TikTok and ToeTalk. TikTok is, of course, the video sharing app that has taken over a younger generation. I don't know if you guys are using it, but I think they've gone up to 40 million users a day.
Wow.
Something is a number I heard recently. Don't quote me on it, but it just shows kind of there's a massive audience on TikTok right now, and then ToeTalk is the video calling service app that we also talked about yesterday. But what's funny about this one is it's a foot shake. I was calling it a toe tap, but can we watch the video first so that we can talk about it? Well, with the music. Sure, we're trying to get the video up to see what you guys are seeing. This was a video created by the UN's Food and Agricultural account. It shows, I'm trying to check. Can you guys let me know if you see the right video? It should show people doing an alternative to toe tapping, but it's the music. The music should be that Renegade song that everyone well, it's a different video, but it's the same style. So it is a different video, but it's the same style. So people are doing elbow pops. That looked really awkward. Elbow pops, avoiding handshakes, doing the toe tap, doing the foot shake. Sorry, it's not called a toe tap, it's called a foot shake. And I think it's totally acceptable to do this now. We're all learning different ways to kind of see that.
Adapting to the situation.
Thank you, Chai. Much better. We're adapting to a situation, and this is definitely a light way to do it. What is cool about this is because it's been shared to a TikTok audience, and 33 million views have seen it. People have seen it. The younger generation, which is the bigger majority of people using TikTok, are aware of ways to avoid handshakes. So we're all trying to do our best. And those are our latest stories. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. And I'll also leave the calling number for the Abu Dhabi healthcare provider, which is answering your questions about coronavirus. Those are our top stories. We also go live on a podcast every day. So if you do listen to podcasts, we are on Angami, iTunes, Anchor, a couple more, I reckon. So if you listen to podcasts, please find us there. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a great day. Bye.